Hello YouTube chess lovers and my friends, this is Gunjan here. Welcome to the second episode of my advanced chess endgame tutorials. The position in front of you has been reached between world champion Magnus Carlsen and Gashimo at the second round of Amber Blindfold Rapid Tournament, and as you can see, Carlsen's pawn is just 2 steps away from queening. The reason why I'm showing you this position is there is one important concept / fundamental lies for such a position, and this is something very difficult to find over the board, especially if you don't know about it. Surprisingly enough, in this game, even 2700 plus rated Super GM didn't know the idea and blew up a completely drawn endgame. So let's see what exactly it is. White plays queen to g7, blocking the check, and time being black plays a good move, queen to e4. And we reach to the critical position. Now the concept which I am going to present in this video is known as drawing zone, which applies only to either rook or the knight pawn. As you can see, I have highlighted those by the arrows. It can be described shortly as follows. A position when both the side has queen and one side has advanced past rook or the knight pawn, like here, then if black king can reach to certain squares on the board, then draw is unavoidable. Before I reveal the concept, I urge you to set up this position on the board and then play few moves as a black against your friend or computer and see if you can manage to get a draw. Okay then, let's start. White's next move is very obvious, pawn to h7. And as you can see, I have highlighted in the green color the drawing zone for the black king. So if white pawn is advancing on h or g file, then drawing squares for the black king is a1 a2 and b1 b2. And if white is advancing the pawn on a or b file, then the drawing squares for the black king is h1 h2 and g1 g2 square. Now the first obvious question comes to the mind is, why are they known as drawing square and what is special about it? Well, imagine that in order to promote the pawn, white king has to move somewhere, and then only way to draw the game for black is to provide series of queen check, and in many instances white will block the check with his queen. And this is the vital point of this position. As the black king is far away, the chances of getting counter check are completely suppressed compared to the king anywhere on the board. Let me demonstrate this with two scenarios where black king is in and out of the drawing zone. So the first scenario I'm going to take is black is managed to get into the drawing zone and get a comfortable draw. So here accurate response is king to b3, and now white can choose either of these moves. It doesn't matter because black king is right on the time to enter into the drawing zone. A sample line can goes like this: queen to f7 check, king to b2 entering into the drawing zone, and now in order to promote the h pawn, white king has to come out. So let's say king to g7. And there are many ways you can check the king. I'm just giving you a sample line: queen to g4 check, queen to g6, queen to d7 check, king to h6. So the only way for white to win this game is to somehow take his king to the far end and then block the queen check with his own queen. And let's see how black can counter all this. So queen to d2 check, queen g5, queen d6 check, king h5, queen d1 check, queen g4, queen h1 check. And now this is the problem case, as white has also need to taken care of the h pawn. So now king has to go back, that is king to g6. And in fact, no matter how many down step white king can take, he can never reach to the far end. You can deliver infinite number of checks from this position, and the beauty you can already see, due to the superior drawing zone position of the black king, white cannot deliver any counter check. The second move white can try over here is king to g8, but I think this is most easy one, as you can deliver this check, and after queen to f8 you can give another check, and after king to h8, only thing you have to be careful here that you cannot immediately enter into the drawing zone, but you have an easy way, and that is king to c2. And now black is completely fine. In the next move he is going to enter into the drawing zone and create an easy draw. Probably this concept is easily understood by going through the original game, as in the game black certainly doesn't have the clue of drawing zone, and he continues with king to d3, which is a big time mistake, as you are going away from the drawing zone. It is very instructive to see how Carlsen managed to win this game. He continues with queen to d7, checking the king, and still black king should have going towards the drawing zone. Instead of that, he preferred king to e2, which is outright a big blunder, and from here onwards there is no escape. White plays king to g8, so creating a space for another queen, and now black is forced to give some checks. So queen to g6 happen in the game. White plays king to f8, queen to h6 check, queen to g7, queen to f4 check, queen to f7, and now you can see the drawback of poor misplacement of this king. Black will love to give all these checks, but the problem is white queen will come in between and it will give a counter check to the black king. And that's why black has the only check available in this position, that is queen to h6. King to e7, queen to h4 check, king to e8, queen to a4 check, and now the winning move of the game, wonderful, king to f8, which highlights how pathetic this king position is, as black would like to give these checks, but unfortunately white queen will come in between and black is going to lose the game. Last desperate try by black, queen to d4, trying to stop the queening, but this is now just an easy pie. Carlsen give this check, and after king to f2 and promoting the second queen, it is just an easy technical performance required by white. Only few moves has been played. Queen to d6 check, king to f7, queen to d7 check, and after king to g6, black simply resign, as once again his poor placement of the king annoy him and he would love to give those checks, but in fact he cannot. That's it guys. I hope with this short video you understand the vital concept of drawing zone, and somehow if you stumble into this position, always remember this key aspect which can help you to save a vital point. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to like, subscribe and comment, and I'll meet you in my next episode very soon. Bye and take care.